Welcome. In this video is ZBCN coin direction up. We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please watch to the end to understand. Analyzing the chart in detail, it is clear that the price has finally broken a downtrend structure that has been in place for a long time. This downtrend has been consistently dominated by sellers in past price action, with each bullish attempt being rejected at a certain sloping resistance line. However, in the current situation, the price has broken above this critical trend line, overcoming a very important technical hurdle. This tells us that the seller's pressure in the market has weakened significantly, and the buyers are starting to take control. A downtrend break is often considered an important turn signal in technical analysis. Trend breaks, especially after a prolonged downtrend, are interpreted as the start of a new bullish wave. The current price action confirms this theory. Closing above the downtrend boosts confidence in the market and makes buyers bolder. In addition, such breakouts trigger many technical traders to open buy positions, creating a bullish supportive effect. The fact that the price continues its upward movement after breaking the downtrend is a very healthy technical development, because most of the time, after a trend break, the price may consolidate for a short period of time, or perform a retest to confirm the breakout. At the moment, the price seems to have successfully completed this retest and continues to maintain its upward momentum. This gives us an important sign that the breakout is not a fake breakout, but a strong real breakout. However, for the price to continue rising after this breakout, a few more important factors should be taken into consideration. First of all, trading volume needs to increase. For a solid and lasting trend reversal, it is critical that not only the price, but also the volume supports the move. Breaks that occur without an increase in volume are often not sustainable, and the price may return to its old trend. However, the charts are currently showing a significant increase in volumes, indicating that the uptrend is on a healthier footing. Also, the new support and resistance zones that the price is working on should be closely monitored. The break of the downtrend has now become an important support area. As long as the price stays above this zone, the uptrend will remain technically valid. In other words, this broken falling trend line and price levels slightly below it will work as critical support points in possible pullbacks in the future. As a result, the price has managed to break the downtrend that it has been trapped in for a long time. This technical development can be considered as a strong signal that the market is now entering a new bullish cycle. For the time being, price action suggests that the trend reversal has been confirmed and the uptrend is steadily continuing. Of course, in this process, it is important to know that the overall structure is still positive, without ignoring the possibility of intermediate corrections and short-term profit realizations. But we need to look not only at trends but also at other metrics. Keep watching. When we carefully examine the chart, we can clearly observe that a certain line that worked as an important resistance level in the past has now turned into a support zone. Such structural transformations are very critical in technical analysis, as the price's reactions in such areas can give us very strong clues about price movements in the future. This resistance line, which the price struggled to break above many times before and faced selling pressure every time it touched it, has now become a structure on which the price is positioned and is now a candidate to act as support. Generally, in technical analysis, after a strong resistance level is broken to the upside, it is considered a very healthy and expected market behavior for the price to return and test this broken area. This is because such test moves are a natural retracement process in the market to test whether buyers are really strong. A pullback towards this important level is not something to be feared, but rather an opportunity for a new bullish wave to be built on more solid foundations. Currently, the price is hovering just above this old resistance, new support line. However, it is quite possible that the price may turn back towards this level and perform a retest move. In this type of retest, the price is expected to make a slight sag towards the level it broke, and strong buying is expected to come from this point. If this support level works successfully, and the price holds here, this will be a very strong confirmation signal for the continuation of the uptrend. In particular, the high trading volume and buyer pressure that will occur at this support line will be a very positive sign for the uptrend to gain momentum. On the other hand, the psychological impact of a possible return to this level is also great. Because investors remember that this level was a resistance in the past, they tend to buy with more confidence in this area, which has now become support. This makes the support zone work more solidly and sets the stage for the price to move upwards again. If the price returns to this broken level, it is necessary to focus carefully on the reactions that may come from this area. A strong bounce from here could boost the confidence of both new traders and existing position holders, opening the door for a larger bullish move. However, it should be kept in mind that in case of a weak reaction or a break of support, a short-term correction may occur. Therefore, price behavior above the support line will be one of the most important factors that will determine the direction of the price in the coming period. To summarize, this line, which has worked as an important resistance point in the past and has now become support, plays a key role in the technical outlook of the price. As long as the price stays above this level, the uptrend can be expected to continue in a healthy manner. However, it is important to carefully observe how this support level works on a possible pullback. If the price gets a strong buying reaction from here, this will create a very strong foundation that will allow the uptrend to accelerate further. And we will watch the price rise again if this happens. Looking carefully at the RSI indicator, we can see that it is currently facing a prominent resistance level. The RSI is a momentum indicator that generally measures how close the market is to overbought or oversold areas. However, it is important to pay attention not only to extreme levels, but also to horizontal resistance and support areas. In the current situation, the RSI is stuck just below an important resistance zone that it has failed to break through many times in past moves. Such horizontal resistance zones generate very critical signals for the RSI, because when the RSI breaks such resistance to the upside, it shows a clear strengthening of the buying momentum in the market. In other words, when the RSI breaks a resistance, not only does the momentum increase, but the effects of this rising momentum can be felt directly on the price chart. So, if the RSI breaks through this current resistance level, it has the potential to result in a more aggressive move to the upside. As the price is currently positioned, the RSI breaking through this resistance shows that we are at a very critical threshold. If the RSI manages to break above this horizontal resistance, it would be a clear indication that market participants are becoming increasingly eager buyers. Such a breakout could trigger the price to start a strong bullish move in parallel. This is because breakouts in the RSI usually occur just before or simultaneously with trend breakouts on the price chart, which is a valuable leading signal for traders. Also, a resistance breakout of the RSI may not only mean a short-term bullish wave. If a particularly prominent area of resistance is breached, the RSI will move higher, both supporting the price and contributing to the further strengthening of the current uptrend. Such a development paves the way for the price to move towards higher highs. However, caution should be exercised if the RSI fails to break this resistance line and makes another downward move. This is because an unsuccessful resistance attempt on the RSI could lead to a temporary weakening in the market and a short-term correction in the price. Therefore, both the movements of the RSI at this resistance area and its correlation with the price should be monitored very closely. In conclusion, the RSI indicator currently has a very critical resistance level. If the RSI manages to break through this resistance line, this will indicate a clear increase in buying pressure in the market, which will be strongly reflected on the price chart. Once this breakout occurs, the chances of the price climbing higher will be significantly strengthened. For now, the main determinants are both whether the RSI can break the resistance and how the price reacts to it. Remember, RSI can break out earlier than the price, so we also follow the RSI indicator. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.